Hello, welcome back to my channel. As always, here's the list of materials you need for this treat box. Hola, bienvenidos a mi canal. Como siempre, aquí está la lista de los materiales que necesitas para realizar este molde. Also, quick reminder, don't forget to add my private Facebook group. I add free files there and we just basically share what we know, help one another, and just grow together as a crafting community. So add the group. It's called Creative Crafties on Facebook. Jumping right in, as always, start with your base. Curl your strips. Make sure you glue your strips 1 through 4. The way you're going to curl them is the way that it's going to be shaped. Always line up your score before you shape it. And remember, before you glue, make sure you shape it, curl it, and then make sure that you're in the right position. If you are, then you glue it. If not, don't glue it. I've done this so many times, so I already know that it's for sure going to be glued there. But still, I make sure my scores line up, then I curl it. If this video is going way too fast, you can definitely slow it down. For the base, I personally like gluing them under and then cutting a second base and gluing it on the bottom to hide the cones, but that's just a personal option for me. Asegúrense de rizar las tiras. Y a mí me gusta pegar todas mis tiras con los dientes de abajo y luego de allí pego o corto otra base y la pego abajo, así escondo los dientes. You're also going to notice that I am not gluing the pieces together yet. I used to do it, glue it as I was going and then hold it with a paper clip, but however I find it easier and faster for me to just be gluing as I go. As you can see, I am really guiding these strips because there's a lot of circular into it and I was being a little too generous with the glue, so I saw that my strips kept on pushing out. So it doesn't matter, push them in as much as you can, and as you're putting in your strips, you're applying pressure with one finger. With one hand you're applying pressure down, and with your other hand you're pushing those combs in. So see how I am moving my hand back and forth. One finger is applying pressure, the other hand is pushing it in, and at the end I start gluing all the pieces together. Sumamente importante no poner demasiado pegamento. A mí sí se me estaba sobrepasando el pegamento y se me sacaban las tiras demasiado. Así que asegúrense que pongan no tanto y alinean sus scores. Y así como van pegando las tiras con una mano y el dedito, lo van poniendo presión y pegando. Y con la otra mano las están empujando las tiras hacia atrás, hacia adentro. No sé si eso se entiende, pero pueden ver mi forma de mis manos como los estoy realizando. Luego al final pego todas las tiras juntas, no las pego como antes donde las pegaba y luego les ponía un palito y así, pero es más fácil hacerlo de esta manera. Pero al igual, ustedes hacen lo que ustedes quieran. How you glue the base, you're going to be gluing the lid backwards. Remember, when you glue the lid, it has to be backwards, exactly how your instructions are, because if you don't and you glue it the right way the base was, the moment it is already raised and you turn it around to make it into a lid, it's going to be the same one. So make sure you're just doing what your instruction shows you. But other than that, you're going to be gluing the same way but backwards. Just follow instructions, keep them handy, open them. They're there for a reason. Cuando llegues a pegar tu tapa, asegúrense que tienen que pegar su tapa de la forma si la base fue de un lado, la tapa va a ser a la izquierda. Chequen sus instrucciones, tal vez no me puedo hacer entender, pero sus instrucciones van a ver que están al sentido contrario, por la razón que cuando terminas de construir tu tapa, al voltearla va a estar de la otra manera, como si fuera mirrored. Así que asegúrense que siguen el mismo método y sigan sus instrucciones. Por eso yo se los hago para que lo puedan ver. No lo tienen que imprimir, ¿verdad? Lo pueden tener en su computadora, en su celular o donde puedan, tableta. El punto es para que se guíen. Other than that, you are going to see the same method. Remember, I was a little too generous with the glue, I'll be honest with you. And then these gloves obviously do not work, but I'm just trying to have some cohesive things going on. If you do happen to put too much glue, do not worry. It happened to me. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to have to be going back and pushing in those cones back and forth, back and forth. Other than that, it's not much of a work. I was able to do it. You're able to do it. Don't worry. You got this. If you feel like the hands aren't, you know, wrapping around, that means you need to curl it more, because there's not much scores to this. It's all about curling your strips properly and making sure your combs aren't overlapping each other and crashing with each other. That doesn't let you create that perfect circular motion. So make sure you do that. Asegúrense que cuando están haciendo las manitas, que los dientes no se estén pegando contra uno al otro, porque deben que estar sobre encima para poder hacer perfectamente el enrizado para que sea circular. Now, when you're going to glue the acetate inside, same thing. Make sure you put a little bit of glue. This glue, you can use any glue, honestly. Little goes a long way, because if you put too much, what's going to happen is that's going to spill over to the clear acetate part, and it's going to smudge. And you can erase it with a glue eraser. It's at Dollar Tree. But then that's just extra steps for yourself. So make sure you do that. And see how I placed this, how the legs were short? That's because when you build the lid, naturally it expands. So you just got to push it in, and you'll see that right now. And I'll notice it, and I'm questioning it. See how I notice it and I turn it around? This is why I don't cut these parts out, because I want you to see what I do to fix it. Como se pueden dar cuenta, es de que cuando realizan la tapa, a veces la tapa se pone más larga de lo que debes. Lo que tienes que hacer es regresar, asegurarte que todos tus pedazos están pegados bien y que no se te salieron. Yo me pasé de resistol, la verdad. Así que cuando a medir lo que cubre arriba de la tapa, me di cuenta que unos lados estaban más expandidos que otros. Me gusta enseñar lo que hago para corregirlo. Regresé y aseguré que todas las tiras estaban pegadas adecuadamente. So if you did the Michael Myers box, but any other box that has a face on it, it's very important for you to glue its face the certain way. I use the cutout of its face as a stencil, and I glue it I don't glue it, I place it in the middle, and then I glue its eyes. That way it's even, but this is just optional. Así como todas mis otras cajas que tienen cara y partes chiquitas, lo que yo hago es pongo sobre encima la cara como una plantilla. Así me guío dónde pegar los ojitos, la boca, y así no me sale todo chueco y lo hago al revés. Pero other than that, that's all I have for this video. If you have questions, leave comments down below. If there's a certain Halloween box you would love to see, leave a comment down below also. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Gracias por ver mi canal. Cualquier pregunta, déjenlo en los comentarios, y no se olviden de suscribir, y gracias por su apoyo. Se lo aprecio mucho.